When you picture a vulture circling high in the sky, what's the first thing that comes to mind? For many of us, it's a grim image, a symbol of death. But what if I told you that the silent wings of that vulture and the stealthy tread of a hyena are actually guarding you from disease? What if I told you their disappearance is a global crisis that could cost millions of human lives? Welcome to G Fun Facts Online, where today we're peeling back the curtain on nature's most misunderstood heroes, the scavengers. In the intricate dance of life and death, nature has its own highly effective cleanup crew. These often maligned creatures play a critical, yet frequently overlooked, role in maintaining the delicate balance of our ecosystems. They are the unsung heroes of the natural world, providing an essential service we rarely think about. Think of them as a natural sanitation department, working tirelessly to keep the environment clean. By rapidly and efficiently disposing of carrion, the decaying flesh of dead animals, they prevent the spread of pathogens that fester in rotting carcasses. This rapid removal limits the time for diseases to spread and infect other animals, including us. Vultures in particular are masters of this craft. They are exceptionally well equipped for the job. Their stomachs contain a highly acidic brew that can neutralize a whole host of dangerous pathogens, including those responsible for rabies, cholera, anthrax, and botulism. When a vulture consumes a diseased carcass, the pathogens are often completely destroyed, effectively sterilizing the remains and removing a major threat from the ecosystem. But here's the problem. These crucial janitors of the natural world are in trouble. A Stanford study analyzed over 1,300 vertebrate scavenger populations and found a chilling statistic. 36% were threatened or in decline. This silent crisis is driven by habitat loss, the wildlife trade, and most significantly, poisoning. And the consequences of their absence are dire. When apex scavengers like vultures disappear, it triggers something ecologists call ecological release. This means that populations of smaller, less efficient scavengers, like feral dogs, rats, and raccoons, explode. These smaller animals are not as good at cleaning up large carcasses, and worse, they are often carriers of the very zoonotic diseases we want to avoid. The result is a landscape littered with more rotting carcasses for longer, creating hotspots for disease transmission between different species. Perhaps the most stark and devastating example of this is the Asian vulture crisis. In the 1990s, vulture populations across the Indian subcontinent plummeted by over 95%. 3 entire species were pushed to the absolute brink of extinction. The culprit was a single drug, diclofenac. It's a common anti-inflammatory drug, like ibuprofen, that was used to treat livestock. When vultures fed on the carcasses of animals treated with this drug, they suffered acute kidney failure and died. With the vultures gone, the subcontinent was suddenly left with a massive surplus of rotting carcasses. This created a perfect storm for a public health catastrophe. Feral dog populations, feasting on the abundant carrion, swelled from around 18 million to nearly 30 million. This led to a dramatic increase in dog bites and a subsequent horrifying surge in human rabies cases. The ecological imbalance is estimated to have caused an additional 48,000 human deaths from rabies between 1992 and 2006. The economic cost of this crisis? A staggering $34 billion. A more recent study suggests the decline in vultures may have led to as many as 500,000 premature human deaths, with an annual economic impact of nearly $70 billion. And it wasn't just rabies. The rotting carcasses increased the potential for the spread of other diseases like anthrax and tuberculosis. This isn't just a story about India. The issue is global. In Africa, vultures face threats from poisoning. In Europe, shockingly, veterinary drugs similar to the one that caused the Asian crisis have been licensed for use. And in North America, maintaining healthy populations of scavengers like coyotes and eagles has been shown to help reduce the spread of diseases such as brucellosis. The pattern is clear. When the world's best cleanup crew is taken out of commission, we all pay the price. So what's the path forward? The story of the Asian vultures also holds a seed of hope. In 2006, the Indian government banned the veterinary use of diclofenac, and vulture populations are now slowly starting to recover. Conservation programs are breeding vultures in captivity and creating, quote, vulture safe zones. The solution requires a multi-pronged attack. We need stricter regulations on poisons and toxic drugs, we must protect scavenger habitats, and we need to launch public awareness campaigns to change the negative perception of these vital animals. The fate of scavengers is inextricably linked to our own. By protecting these essential animals, we are not just preserving biodiversity, we are safeguarding human health and ensuring the stability of the ecosystems we all depend on. The silent wings of the vulture and the stealthy tread of the hyena are not harbingers of death. They are guardians of a healthy planet, and their decline is a warning we can no longer afford to ignore.